I'm have the pleasure of sitting down with Leila George, who plays the young version of Catherine Ravenscroft on the Apple TV's show Disclaimer. Leila, my first question to you is, with the pedigree of the novel and Alfonso Cuarón being the director and Cate Blanchett, what drew you to wanting to be a part of this show?
Well, those things that you said were absolute no-brainers for me to say yes. There's no world in which I wasn't going to be doing this. I think to get the chance to, be able to study Cate and take on one of her incredibly emotionally complex characters was such a fun, daunting challenge, and then also to get to work with a genius like Alfonso was a once in a lifetime experience, an opportunity that I would never pass up.
The role is very intense, like you said. Did you have any opportunity to meet with or share time with Cate? And because I know you play a younger version of her, and you're not really on camera with her, did you ever get an opportunity to sit down and talk with her about the role and how you wanted to do it?
We had about one day's crossover when she wrapped shooting and I was about to start, and so we were able to block through a couple of the more important scenes so I could see what her vision for those moments were. And in that time, I got to pick up on some of her mannerisms and her posture and her gait and little ticks that maybe she was doing, and then we worked with the same dialect coach, and that was really helpful in finding synchronicity in our voice. But beyond that, I think I used Alfonso as a guide. He had just worked with Cate doing this character for months and months and months, and so he was able to tell me when to sprinkle in a little bit more or a little less, because obviously we're very different, 20 years apart as human
Right.
beings. We change a lot, and so there was some freedom in, especially when something significant happens in your life, like happens in this show, we change. And so it was also about figuring out, okay, who was she then? What's different about her? Not necessarily what's the same, but like, how does she differ from Cate's version of the character?
My last question, I guess, is you had an opportunity to play this character in two different versions. Um, how hard was it to separate the two, and which one did you find more enjoyable to portray?
I think, oh, they're enjoyable in very different ways. Playing her in the first four episodes was, one of those opportunities where you get to be someone that you're not, just very, very overly sexual and confident, and the kind of person that enters a room and all eyes are on her. And, that's fun because it lights you up, if you feel like you're on fire. It's always fun to play someone that's uber confident, especially when you're more shy like me. And then for the other half of the story, whenever you get to tap into that kind of human experience, as difficult as it is, I also find it really therapeutic, and I learn a lot. And so, definitely, I think maybe one might be a bit easier than the other, but both as enjoyable in the end.
Well, fantastic job you did on both of them, and thank you for sharing a little time with me.
Thank you so much for watching.